Welcome to The Explainer. You know that feeling, right? You open up your streaming app and there's just a tidal wave of new shows. It can get pretty overwhelming. Well, you are definitely not alone. So we're here to slice right through all that noise and help you find the absolute best new shows coming out this February. Let's get you watching instead of just scrolling.
So how do we even begin to find your next favorite show? It really all comes down to one simple question. What are you in the mood for? Are you craving something that will keep you guessing? A really good laugh? Or maybe a story that's actually pulled from real life?
Don't worry, we've already done the heavy lifting for you. We've watched, we've curated, and we've sorted February's top 10 new shows into 3 really clear categories. So together, let's build your perfect watch list. Okay, first up, for all of you out there who love that edge-of-your-seat suspense and a really good mystery, we've got 5 shows that are absolutely going to deliver. We're going to kick things off with a classic premise that gets a sunny modern twist in a show called Vanished. This is pure, old-school Hitchcockian suspense, but it's all set against his gorgeous, sunny French backdrop. Just picture it. You're on a train with your partner, you doze off for a bit, and when you wake up, he's just gone. That's exactly what happens to Kaley, Cuoco's character, and her search for Sam Claflin's character quickly uncovers a secret life and some very lethal danger. All right, next up we have this really fascinating blend of genres. This one's inspired by that cult classic Tom Hanks film from 1989, The Burbs. It mixes horror comedy with that classic suburban paranoia. You've got Keke Palmer's character moving to what's billed as the safest town in America, and of course she almost immediately starts suspecting her new neighbors are up to something, well, murderous. Okay, prepare yourself for a story that's told completely out of order. 56 Days kicks off on day 1, with this passionate new relationship starting. Then, boom, it jumps straight to day 56, where a body is found. This one comes from a producer of the Saw franchise, so you know it's going to be intense. It weaves back and forth in time, constantly making you question who the victim is and who the killer might be. Our next thriller, Dark Winds, actually brings a supernatural element into its crime story. Now in its 4th season, the show is diving into the Navajo concept of ghost sickness. This adds such an eerie and really culturally deep twist to its 1970s Southwestern setting. If Lost and The Wire had a baby, it would be paradise. I mean, what a description, right? That's how stars Sterling K. Brown describes this incredibly ambitious new series. And it makes sense. It's a total genre-bending epic. It's part political thriller, part murder mystery, and part post-apocalyptic drama. It's all about an agent who has to escape an underground bunker to go find his wife.
Now, if you'd rather laugh than gasp, let's totally switch gears over to comedy. We've got 3 seriously smart new shows that are just perfect for when you need a good, sharp laugh.
Fans of Dairy Girls, listen up. The creator is back with a new mystery that has that same signature blend of just wild, outlandish comedy and really heartfelt friendship. So get this for a premise. 3 friends go to a wake for a friend they haven't seen in years, but the body in the coffin is a complete stranger. It kicks off this hilarious, wild search for the truth.
Next up is the mockumentary The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins, and man, does this set up a fantastic conflict. On one side, you have Tracy Morgan playing this chaotic, disgraced NFL star who is desperate to fix his reputation. And on the other side, Daniel Radcliffe as the artsy, Oscar-winning filmmaker who's been hired to make it happen. It's a total classic odd couple pairing, and you just know those egos are going to collide.
16. Yeah, it has been 16 years since the original Scrubs ended. But star Zach Braff is making one thing very clear. This is not a reboot. It's a revival. He, Donald Faison, and the original cast are all back at Secret Heart Hospital, only now they're in their 50s and, complaining about their backs. But that iconic bromance, it's still there.
And finally, for those of you looking for stories that are really grounded in reality, we've got 2 ambitious dramas that bring these fascinating and pretty complex moments from American history to life.
Diving deep into the U.S. Civil War, The Gray House tells the incredible, mostly true story of a secret spy ring. You've got a Southern socialite, her mother, a courtesan, and a formerly enslaved woman, 4 of the most unlikely allies you can imagine, who risked absolutely everything to pass intelligence to the Union Army from deep inside the Confederacy.
True romance or exploitation? That is the big question right at the heart of Love Story, which is Ryan Murphy's new series about the marriage and, of course, the tragic deaths of John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. It explores their iconic romance, for sure, but it also really digs into the controversies and the fierce arguments that came to define the relationship.
So, from tense thrillers and really smart comedies to these powerful historical dramas, that is our curated list of the 10 best new shows dropping this February. Let's take a look at them, all in one place.
The big takeaway here is pretty simple. No matter what you're in the mood for this February, there is a fantastic new show just waiting for you. Whether you want a French mystery, a suburban horror comedy, some historical espionage, or the return of a beloved sitcom, your perfect watch list is right here.
So we've given you the guide. I guess the only question left is, which show are you going to watch first?